It's Friday, May the 2nd, and we've got a very wireless update for you this week because we've been listening to the new Bowers & Wilkins Px7 S3 and the new Bathys MG, both of which are follow-ups to some very popular wireless noise-cancelling headphones. The Px7 S3 is a follow-up to the Px7 S2e from the British manufacturer Bowers & Wilkins, and at first glance it looks a lot like the headphone it replaces, but on closer inspection you can actually see that Bowers & Wilkins has slimmed down the depth of the headphone so that the S3 is a lot more low profile. There's new colorways too, and I personally really like the look of the new indigo blue. The ear pads on the S3 are just as plush as the ear pads on the S2e, but the cups are shallower now, so if you've got big ears that stick out, you'll probably find the S3 slightly less comfortable. Now sound-wise, the Px7 S3 actually sounds quite similar to the S2e, and that's pretty remarkable given the decrease in internal volume on this headphone. If I had to nitpick, I would say that the soundstage is maybe a little bit smaller, the sound is just a teensy bit more congested, but really it's much over muchness. It's still got the same basic warm profile with a bit of high frequency detail that I think makes the Bowers & Wilkins quite popular as all-round on-the-go wireless noise cancelling headphones. You'll get a rich sound and it's quite enjoyable with most genres. So there's now a much clearer differentiation between the Px7 S3 and the flagship Px8. If you want the slimmer, cheaper, but still premium model, go for the Px7 S3. And if you want the fancier, super premium model with the metal headband rails and the Napa leather ear pads and a clearer overall sound, go with the Px8. Now let's look at the Bathys MG from Focal. Physically, this is very similar to the original Bathys model, and the major change is the magnesium alloy driver, which is similar to the driver found in the clear MG. Like I said in a previous video, the Bathys is actually our best-selling noise-cancelling wireless headphone, which is pretty remarkable for a headphone that's over 1,000 Australian dollars. And I think what makes it so popular is that it's a headphone that's quite finely balanced between a warm sound that you would typically find in a wireless portable headphone, while still preserving high frequency detail that you would expect from a reference audiophile headphone. Now personally, I think the original Bathys is really well tuned for at-home listening, where it gives you a lot of insight and detail. But the extra high frequencies I do find can be a little bit strident and edgy with high energy pop genres, and it makes the Bathys maybe not as well suited for those tracks when you're out and about and you're increasing the volume to get over background noise. I think Focal might have received the same feedback about the original Bathys because the MG is definitely smoother out of the box. The high frequencies are a bit more rolled off, so with those high energy genres, the headphone is a bit more agreeable. And this is similar to the change they made in the tuning of the clear MG. Now, I will say with this change in high frequency tuning, out of the box, the sound is a bit more compressed into the mid band. And the result is that compared to the original Bathys tuning, MG out of the box does sound less dynamic and less vivid. Now that's the stock sound out of the box, and I do think Focal expects people to at least play with the EQ on the MG, if not do the 4-minute listening test in the app that personalizes the sound based on the results of a hearing test. And once you do that hearing test, at least for us here at Minidisc, we found that the high frequencies are restored and the sound ends up being more lively and vivid as a result. And clearly the driver is better on the MG than the original Bathys. So the transient response is snappier, the overall clarity of the sound is better. So we do recommend with the MG, you do take the 4 minutes to do the listening test so you can hear the full potential of the driver. Anyway, come in, have a listen, let us know what you think. This is Lachlan for Minidisc TV, and we'll see you next time.